Hello my friends, this is David answer with the Forex market preview for the following week, which starts tomorrow, 3rd September. I decided that I will split the videos for the majors and the banks positions and for the crosses. So in this video we're gonna look quickly for the majors, what I'm looking for, and what is my personal opinions and the view on these markets. So let's start as usual with the dollar index. As we all know, we had a very strong uptrend, and during the summer we had this consolidation, and then the market moved higher again, and now it's dropping back to this weekly demand zone, from where I'm expecting the move higher. So what do we see on the data, on the bank's position? So we can see something pretty interesting. So basically we have now 41,000 longs and 7,000 shorts, which is giving us like 85% exposure on the long side. And what is actually happening, what is interesting, that if you look back into the 24th of July, which is somewhere around here. So in these price, the banks had the similar positions like 41,000, but they've been 15,000 shorts. So what actually happened in these last couple of weeks, they moved price higher, they added longs till the 45k. Then they closed these longs on the way down on the tops, so they've been actually reducing, they've been profit taking, and they as well hedged, and they closed the shorts as well. So basically right now we are on the same price as we've been before, but the exposure is much bigger. Before we've been 72% for the longs, now we are 85% to the longs, which is pretty aggressive. So I basically expect the dollar strength to continue, and from this weekly demand zone we could potentially see the move higher. I don't know if the trend will continue up so much high as I'm writing here on this weekly, but at least I think these long positions, which the banks are still holding this 85%, if they want to reverse the market, they will definitely not start to closing positions here. So they will definitely move back to the top again, and from there they will maybe start to closing the positions. So this is what we see on the daily time frame. If you look to the 4 hours, we can see there is already the momentum shift going on. So we had this 4 hours downtrend, and now we can see the break of this trend line, which has created a new demand zone. And if the price retraces here, so that could be potential nice move up. However, I don't trade the dollar index, but it's giving me the clue about the strength in the dollar, and as well this weekly demand zone is supporting this move higher. So this is for the dollar index. Let's continue with the gold. On the gold, what do we see here? We see this monthly in the consolidation, dropping from the week, creating new monthly supply zone, which is pretty high because we have a lot of supply on the weekly here, and the price retraced to this weekly supply zone on this chart, from where I'm expecting the price drop lower, and it's for a couple reasons. Because I don't see this on this daily, when we see this trend line broken, I don't see this break very strong. And what do I think could happen right now is that the market will definitely drop lower here. Okay, sorry, not definitely, but there's a high probability that it will happen because of the previous chart where I saw the strong dollar, and as well if you're looking for the numbers on the gold, we can see that the market makers actually they holding too much positions of the shorts. Okay, they closed like 12k shorts, and they closed like 6k longs. So we can see that they are still like 50-50, which is which is not for me enough to go long, you know. So what I expect, I think that they have too much positions for the short sides, which I expect that it has to be closed, so they will definitely not want to close in here. And what I still do not expect any reversal yet, because if we look to the monthly chart and the weekly chart, there is a lot of room to the drop, so I don't think we will see the move higher from nothing, just from this daily demand zone. Of course it can happen, so this is why we always have to use the proper risk management, but from here I will be taking this short trade because I see this momentum shift on the 4 hours trade, and we are in the weekly supply zone, which I expect the price to push lower. And a lot of retail traders, they will have the long trades because they see the pin bar, so there will be a lot of stop losses down below here, and I will definitely take this opportunity of this short. So I will be shorting from 1209, and I will take I will close the part of the positions around the 186, and I will hold it to 1174. Maybe I will try to hold it lower, because I expect this drop much lower if the dollar strength will go here. But these two targets is definitely what I will be looking for. If the market, if this trade will work. If it will not work, I will definitely take stop loss with the 1% loss. So this is in my trading plan. So the next one is the Aussie dollar. Aussie is dropping very hard from these higher zones, and it's dropping actually many weeks in a row. Shame that I didn't take this nice downtrend trade. However, I took couple trades, couple shorts, and I have as well couple losses when I was taking the longs. So I learned some lessons. Anyway, so what is happening now on this Aussie? It's very interesting, because the Aussie is dropping into this. Can you see this yellow line? It's the line where I marked this monthly zone, weekly zone, and the daily zone, which are nested in the same level. So basically, mostly the price, when it meets these conditions, it makes some bounce. And this is not the only one pair where is this happening with the Aussie. So I will be now waiting what's gonna happen in here, and what the data says. If we look to the Aussie, we still can see that the market makers are shorting it heavily. So they basically closed some longs, and they closed some shorts as well in the last week, which was here. But it's the data from the Tuesday, so we basically don't know what happened the next 3 days. So the data is a little bit late, but overall we still the net positions minus 44,000. So if I will take any long from this, it's gonna be just to retest the previous supply zone, not any big targets up. And this is the trade which happened, which I was posting a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, on my TradingView. But right now I have to update the chart, because the trend line has to be down like this. This trade is already down, so I will be looking if this demand zone and this weekly demand zone will be removed. I will be looking for the new trade from this demand zone potential, which could be created, and this supply zone, which will be created here if this demand zone is absorbed. So as I said that I post this trade on my TradingView, I wanna tell you guys something about the TradingView. This is an amazing tool, and what I'm doing with this is just that I have all my charts here, and I'm using it as for my journaling. So I post all my charts. Then I describe everything what I see, what I'm expecting, and this is good for me, because I know my feelings, what I felt about the trade before it happened and during when it's happening or not. And as well, I'm writing my mistakes, and this is a really big this is doing really big improvements in my trading skills. So this is the trades that I posted. Yes, so you can see that I saw that this supply demand zone was absorbed, which created new supply zone for the potential shorts. So, but I was expecting the price to drop lower. As I draw here, sorry, as I draw it here, and so I was expecting the price dropping lower, which happened. It dropped lower to this demand zone, which was tested, and then the price started to retrace up. So there was of course the potential trade to take trade higher. However, it would be against the weekly trend and the daily trend. So maybe on the 4 hours there was potential trade to take it up. But I'm not looking for this, so I was patiently waiting, and of course I write all my thoughts. Then when the price come back there, I was ready to short it, and I took the short. So price dropped it, moved back again, and then it dropped. As you can see, today it dropped. So this is how I use the TradingView, and I definitely recommend it to everyone, because you can write all your thoughts about all your trades. So for example, here as well, the Aussie Cat, I was planning this trade because the monthly downtrend, weekly downtrend, daily downtrend, then we have this pin bar on this zone, and here you can see after this pin bar the zone was removed, which created new potential supply zones for the shorts. This is 4-hour charts. So there's nothing to think about when these conditions are here. So I just placed the trade. Sorry, this is the wrong chart, because this is the Aussie chart. You can see I posted the wrong charts. Anyway, this is the Aussie Cat. So this is the small view on the 60 minutes charts. You can see that the price came back, and I put 2 trades. Actually, this is what I put in my education signal service as well. So we took one profit, then the price moved higher, and we took another profit later. And here I'm posting all my comments, so you can see how the trades happened. And we had the take profit on the low here. Sorry, this one. So we had the take profit here, and the price is still dropping. Okay, it's very nice. Shame I'm not in the trade, but I wanna get out with a sure profit, and not to be holding for too long. So this is just sorry for the TradingView. I would definitely recommend it to everyone to use it, because you can write down all your thoughts. You can have all your thoughts in the cloud, and it's much better than the MetaTrader. So the next one is Euro. This is a similar simple situation. The price is dropping from the monthly supply zone, which is in the control. Now we have a weekly downtrend, and we price came into the weekly supply zone, as well on the daily in the weekly supply zone. So shorts, there's nothing else to do than to short the price right now. If we look to the data, it's as well confirming this. We can see that the market makers was closing some longs, but they was closing the shorts as well. And last 2 weeks we are actually flipping from this positive longs to the negative. So it's like a first time last 2 weeks when we have less longs than the shorts. So we are net positions getting to the minus. It's growing, and we have 51% to the shorts and 49% to the shorts. So what that tells me is that okay, it seems that the price dropped hardly, and most of the people start to think always, okay, price is dropping, so it must reverse. Okay, it reversed, but as you can see for the numbers, it says that this is just the beginning, and I expect the price drop all the way down to this monthly supply zone, and it's just question of the time, and I think it's gonna happen, because here's nothing what should stop the price. Here's a couple zones, but it's just question of the time that it's happen. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but this is definitely what I'm looking for. Here is the pound. Pound is as well the similar situation as the euro, however it's a little bit different. Similar, we have on the monthly this consolidation, because price didn't remove this supply zone, and this supply zone is taking control and dropping the price already 6 months in a row. On the weekly, we have the downtrend as well, with this nice potential supply zone for the shorts, because we have this demand zone absorbed. This one is already tested, so these two zones are considered as the weak, and if the price retraces here, I will be looking to short it. And on the daily, we can see downtrend. The trend line is broken now, however, and it could still go higher. Here is the trade on the 4-hour chart, which I was looking for. So the price still could go higher into this weekly zone, which is here exactly. So here is something like 120 pips, and what I expected, that the price will probably drop lower and then move higher there, and then from there to be shorting. But I will not be taking this long. What I'm gonna do is that I will wait on this daily time frame till it comes here, and then I will short it. Maybe now what is happening, and this is something what I'm already seeing on the chart sometimes, that the market makers, they just start to start to giving you clue that maybe they're ready for the shorts, when the price starts dropping like this. And so I believe a lot of people are right now getting into the shorts, and this is what they mostly do. They start to like doing the reversals just below the supply zones, or just below above the demand zones. It's happening. So the people start to get into the shorts, and then what happened is that they just this is their zone of the interest. In these zones, where was the volume? Look at the volume what was here, before it started to drop. So they basically start to attract the bears into the trade, and then they move the price higher. Where is the stop losses? So they take out the stop losses. They attract as well the bulls, breakout traders, and then they drop the price. So they actually fuck up everyone, and then they moving it with the liquidity they need to the direction they want to. As well on the pound, if we look to the data, we can see that we are already heavily short side in the advantage, and it's still growing. As well, sometimes it seems like they closing the longs, but they closing the shorts as well, but they always closing more longs than the shorts. So the pound, yes, it seems the pound is strong on the overall charts, but I think this weekly supply zone will show the direction. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I'm waiting for the short from the daily supply zone. This is the kiwi. Kiwi is dropping hardly. It's a monthly downtrend with the supply zone in the control. Here is on the weekly. We can see that we have all these zones as well dropping nicely. The downtrend. We should not be looking for something else than the shorts on this pair. So I posted this trade. Okay, I posted it, but I am not in the trade. Unfortunately, I didn't do this trade. And anyway, I still believe the price will drop lower. So there is a trade from the 4-hour chart. If we look at it here, so we can see that the trend line was broken. And here is the accumulation, where is a lot of where is pretty interesting volume with these candles. So basically, if the price retraces here, we still could see the drop lower. I'm not sure if I will take this trade. I will be waiting what's the price gonna do here, but this is the potential for the short. And I believe this pair will be dropping a lot. I think the kiwi is the weakest currency overall. If we look to the data, we can see we are 71% on the short side, and it's still not changing. We are still above the 70% from the July. So, and we don't see nothing, and there is nothing what should give me the clue that some reversal should come. And as well, the dollar is very strong, so I'm looking only for the shorts till the price comes to this weekly, to this weak daily demand zone, which is weak because it was already its reaction on this first demand zone. So basically we will see on the monthly how far this could go. So only shorts now with the targets on the lows. Next one is the USD CAD. USD CAD looks a little bit tricky right now because we have this monthly downtrend line and we are just around it. You can see that we are just around this, you know, there's no any clear break, or you know, and it's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months moving like, you know, not any proper move. Okay, there is a move, but not on the monthly. There's not any clear direction. However, still we have this 3 months demand zone in the control and the trend line, so the higher time frames will be pushing the price higher. On the weekly we have the uptrend and we are in this weekly demand zone, which I expect move the price higher. This is because the price was moving there and it failed, so I think still in this zone will be the orders which has to be filled. On the 4 hours chart, on the daily chart, I don't see the entry right now because it's still the downtrend, because we have created a lower low, and if I want to enter from the daily chart, I will want to see the break, you know, creating new demand zone, and then enter the trade from here. Interesting thing is that if you look to the data, we can see that the market makers actually did something similar as on the dollar. So let's look at this. We can see that right now we are around 58-60,000 as we've been here on the June, on the 19th June, which is somewhere 19th June. Yes, which is somewhere here. So basically the market makers, what they have done is that they've been adding long positions, which they've been like hedging, or I actually don't understand exactly what they've been doing, because they maybe let the commercials drive the market. So, but in the end, what's actually happened is that in here they've been 59,000 positions long and 45,000 shorts, and they've been 57% on the long side. Basically the price dropped lower, and right now we are 58,000 longs and we are 34,000 shorts. So basically, do you see this distance? Yeah. So here, around the 60,000 longs, 45,000 shorts, and here we are around 59,000 longs and 34,000 shorts. So basically, when the price was moving lower, they closed their shorts positions. They get rid of these 15,000 of their shorts. Of course, they've been moving, you know, lower, higher, because they must always control the price, you know, and they always keeping these positions to manipulate the market. So basically right now, as I expect the strong dollar, and I see that the market makers move lower and they have less shorts than they had before, and we are in this weekly demand zone, and the strong dollar, so I expect this move higher. And here is already the trade setup on the 4 hours, because we can see 4 hour momentum was shift up. So we have a broken trend line, and we have nice 2 zones created for the longs. So this is the zone. So if the price retraces to the 1229 and my second entry is 129, I will be looking to take a longs on the USD gap, because the reason is the 3 months uptrend. This is the monthly downtrend. It's like, you know, like slowly breaking. Weekly trend is up. 4 hours momentum is shifting up. You know, I see that they reduced their short positions while they've been moving lower, and this is all giving me a clue that they want to go higher. So let's see if I'm right. Maybe I'm not. Let's see. The next one is yeah, this is the USD CAD. The next one is the US Japanese yen, and this chart looks similar to the USD CAD. Anyway, so what do I see here? We are on the monthly. We are just below this trend line, and this trend line was tested like once, 2 times, 3 times, you know, and always when the price is going up, we can see the volume was moving up here. This last 3 months, it was during the summer, there's not much volume. However, this is like 1-2 engulfing candles supporting, and we can see here that this engulfing candle was tested and rejected, and the price is moving higher. On the weekly, we have this demand zone, which was tested and deeply penetrated again, and I think it could go higher because the dollar wants to go up, and this one we have this daily downtrend momentum. We have the broken momentum, and we have new zone created for the potential long. So from here we could go higher. If we look to the data, what do we see here? We can see that again very similar situation as happened on the US CAD. So if we look back to the, let's say, 3rd July, we can see that the market makers had 88 thousands of the longs. Then they move price higher. They've been adding the longs as well, which to move the price higher, and they've been as well adding the shorts. And when they drop slower, you can see that they reduce those shorts and they reduce those longs. So basically what happened during the summer doesn't have any effect, because we have the price on the similar levels when it was before, and they added longs, they added shorts, and everything is basically on the similar prices as before. Let me show you like this. It's maybe better like this. So if you look at, so if we look here, yeah, we have 96 longs, 50 shorts, and we have here like 88 longs and 49 shorts. So basically what happened is doesn't have any big effect. They just move it higher. They added longs, they closed them, they took the profit. They added shorts, they closed them, they took the profit. And now they are basically ready to add the longs and will go higher, because the dollar is strong. Dollar shows the strong, and this part the market structure says it's supporting for the move higher. So basically here's as well the trade which could be taken, but it's against the trend. So of the 4 hours we have broken downtrend line. We have nice new supplies. Over here is another zone created. So basically the price could potentially drop lower here, but it's counter trend trade. So I will be looking to price drop lower, and then I will be looking for the longs. So this is for my US yen, and this is the USD CHF. This was amazing move down. However, I was a little bit, let's say, pissed off, because when this price was moving higher, I was just basically taking the short from here, just from I was taking the long from here. I had a short from here, short from here, you know. Then I closed the one here, then I was taking the short from here, this one was stopped out, and then I was taking another short from here. And what happened, the people who trade with me, we've been holding this short all the way down here. I don't know what I was thinking then, because on the daily it was somewhere here, so I thought maybe that this zone will hold and the price will continue higher. So we closed the trade somewhere here, and then it was like 2 days and price started to drop. I was really, but it's trading, you know, so that's happening. Okay, so what now? So we have a monthly downtrend, and the price was just you know, testing on this supply zone, which was testing actually already this, you know, 3 times and many months below. Then we have this monthly engulfing candle dropping lower into this 3 months trend line, which I think will take action. And on the weekly we have this nice demand zone where I will be potentially looking to take a long. On the daily chart we have a downtrend, there's no doubt, it's nothing else than the downtrend, but we will have as well this demand zone for the nice potential long. However, I will be looking, if I will be taking this long, I will be first waiting for the confirmation and the momentum shift. On the 4 hours chart, it's a little bit late to take a short now, but if the price retraces into this 4 hours nice supply zone, I will be looking for the short. And why this move down happened and why I'm expecting this continue up is basically for this one reason, because when we're looking to this Swiss franc, we can see that the banks are massively overexposed for the long side. This is like 90% to 10%. The franc is heavily shorted. So what actually happened is that the banks, they just took some profit, you know, so that's why they closed some longs, and they closed some shorts as well. Basically they closed them because they don't want the price to drop too much low. So yeah, so this is why the price is dropping right now, but still they are 90% to 10% on the long side. This is basically massive numbers, and I don't think they will change the direction like this easily, because there's still a lot of positions which has to be closed before they move the price lower. So I believe that they will want to continue with the uptrend as well, or at least to close the positions higher. So this is it, this is for the, okay, so that's it, and it was everything for the majors. And I will create another video, and where I will be speaking about the crosses. So this is it for the majors and for the banks positions, and have a great weekend, guys. Bye bye.